Hello students, as you all know, we were discussing about open channel flow. In this video, I will be discussing about trapezoidal channel section. Those who have not watched rectangular channel section, please go back, watch that video, practice the given problems. This was the problem given in the previous video when we discussed about rectangular channel section. I will just go through this problem quickly. A rectangular channel 4 meter wide has depth of water 1.5 meters. The slope of the bed of the channel is 1 in 1000 and value of Cheggy's constant is 55. It is desired to be the discharge to a maximum by changing the dimension of the section for the constant area of cross section, slope of the bed and roughness of the channel. Find the new dimension of the channel and increase in discharge. As I already discussed about this problem, it has got two parts. First part is to find out the discharge for the given dimension of the channel. Second part is to find out the dimension for the maximum discharge condition, that is most economical channel section. I have written the data given: width, depth, bed slope, Cheggy's constant. Find out the area 4 into 1.56 square meters, hydraulic mean depth, and the discharge using Cheggy's equation. We get it as 9.661 meter cube per second. This is the first part of the problem. For the second part, they have mentioned it as maximum discharge. Maximum discharge is nothing but channel should be most economical for the given area of cross section, for the given slope, and for the given roughness coefficient. So that means I will consider new dimension B1 and D1 for the given area of cross section. Means here the area of cross section is 4 into 1.56 square meters. The given area of cross section is 6 square meters. This 6, either I can get it as 4 into 1.5 or 3 into 2 or 2 into 3, etc. for any dimensions. So we are going to find out the new dimension for the same 6 square meters. So when I write the area here, area will be B1 into D1 should be equal to 6 square meters. For the most economical channel section, the condition is depth of the flow is half of the width and hydraulic mean depth is half of the depth. If I get depth of the flow is half of the width, when I write here B1 and D1, I can write instead of D1, I can write it as B1 by 2. So this will become B1 into B1 by 2 is equal to 6 square meters. So B1 square is equal to 2 into 6, that is 12. So B1 is equal to square root of 12. So I'll get it as 3.4 meters. When I substitute back to this equation, I will get D1 as 1.7 and using Cheggy's equation, I will get it discharge as 9.8 cumex. So there is an increase in the discharge from the first part to the second part. That percentage increase is 1.4%. So whenever they mention it as maximum discharge condition, minimum perimeter, or most economical, all are same. Please make a note of this: maximum discharge condition, minimum perimeter, and most economical channel section. And these criteria you should not forget for the most economical channel section. It depends on the given particular section. This problem is related to rectangular channel section. In this video, we will be discussing about the trapezoidal channel section. Let's discuss about most economical trapezoidal channel section. This is the cross section of the channel which is trapezoidal in shape. This is called as B is the bottom width of the channel section and T is the top width of the channel section. You can just note down these markings. Top width I have not taken from the ground level. This is the ground level. I have started the top width from the water level where the water is. This is the top width. This D represents the depth of water. And this is the side slope. Bed slope is this part. If the channel is inclined with some gradient, that is called bed slope. This is the side slope. 1 is to K is the side slope. K horizontal to 1 vertical. Please make a note of this. K horizontal to 1 vertical. I will consider this triangle. If this slope is 1 is to K, if depth is D, for every 1 vertical there is K horizontal. That means vertical is D, this will be K into D. So my top width value will be KD plus B into K into D, that is B plus 2KD. This is how the trapezoidal channel section looks like. There is the area you can find out by considering this one rectangle one triangle and one more triangle. Either you can write directly the area of this trapezoidal channel section, or you can find it out as one rectangle and two triangles. Just go through this. This is the trapezoidal channel section. The slope of one side slope, I can write it as b into square root of n square plus 1. In this diagram, I mentioned it as 1:10. So area, I can write it as b plus nd into d. You just calculate this area, one rectangle and two triangles. You get it as b plus nd into d. This b I will write in terms of area. Area is constant, so b I will write in terms of area and depth. Perimeter, wetted perimeter is one of the sloping side, bed of the channel, and another sloping side. So b plus 2 times the d into root of n square plus 1. This one of the sloping side to find out using this triangle. So perimeter I will get, and to get the most economical, as we know that most economical, we call the channel section as most economical only when the perimeter is minimum. So I will differentiate this perimeter with respect to depth and I will equate it to 0. When I differentiate this perimeter and equate it to 0, this a by d, that will become minus 1 by d square. N into d is minus n plus 2 times the d root of 1 plus n square is 2 root of 1 plus n square is equal to 0. When I simplify this, I will get it as d into root of 1 plus n square will be equal to b plus 2nd by 2. This d into root of 1 plus n square is nothing but one of the sloping side. B plus 2nd by 2 is nothing but the top width. B plus 2 times the nd is nothing but top width. This is nd, this is nd, this is b. So total it is t, that is top width divided by 2. One of the sloping side is equal to half of the top width. Again, when I substitute back to the perimeter, I will get area, hydraulic mean depth as the half of the depth of the flow. Just simply on simplification, I will get it as half of the depth of the flow. And one more criteria is there, not only these two, one more criteria is there. I will consider a point at the center of the channel section. I will start drawing a semicircle. I will join these points, I will draw a semicircle, and I am going to find out the value of this OG, or in this case it is OF. This, when if I draw a semicircle, the radius, what is the radius of that value we are going to find out. See, this is how it looks like. At the center of the top width, I am drawing a semicircle. If I draw a semicircle, what would be the radius? That we are going to find out. Small mathematical calculation it is, simple mathematical calculation. OF is equal to OM into sine alpha. I will consider this as alpha or theta, whatever it is you can take. This is the alternate angle. So if this is alpha, if the side of the channel is making an alpha angle with respect to horizontal, and obviously with the properties of angles, this will be the alpha. I will just rearrange that. From the triangle KMN, from this triangle, the sine alpha will be MK divided by MN. So I got this equation. Now OF will be equal to, I got OF as this value as well as one more value. I will just rearrange these two. I will substitute back and I will get it as OF as D. D is nothing but the depth of flow. That means if I draw a semicircle from the point of the midpoint of the top width, then the radius of that semicircle will be, depth of the flow. So wherever it touches, it will be the depth of the flow. So one should remember, for most economical trapezoidal channel section, first point is half of top width will be equal to one of the sloping sides. Second point is hydraulic radius or hydraulic mean depth will be equal to half of the depth of the water. And third point is a semicircle drawn with midpoint of top width as the center, then depth of flow is the radius, and it will be tangential to all the three sides of the channel section, and this will be tangential to all the three sides of the channel section. This is tangential to all the three sides of the channel section. So please make a note of these points. For most economical trapezoidal channel section, half of top width is equal to one of the sloping side. Hydraulic mean depth will be equal to half of the depth of water. This is same as rectangular channel section. And third point is a semicircle drawn with midpoint of top width as center, then depth of flow is the radius, and it will be tangential to all the three sides of the channel section. This is just for the most economical trapezoidal channel section. Next we will look into the best side slope. You know that there is a slope given here, which would be the best side slope for the trapezoidal channel section. This is very simple. You all can sit and try. You know what is wetted area, calculate the area. You know what is wetted perimeter, one of the sloping side B plus another sloping side. For best side slope of the channel section, I want the best side slope, that is K, 1 vertical to K horizontal. So my perimeter I will derive with differentiate with respect to K, and I will equate it to 0. I will differentiate my perimeter with respect to this K, and I will equate it to 0. Just try this. On solving, we will get K is equal to 1 by root 3. That is, if you use the tan theta angle, you will get theta as 60 degree. Once you get the theta as 60 degree, find the bottom width value, find the perimeter value, and length of one of the sloping side. Just solve this problem. If you have any doubts, you can just comment it. I will help you in solving this. Please try to solve this. Please try to get this, just simple mathematics. Differentiate the perimeter with respect to K and equate it to 0. You should get K is equal to 1 by root 3, and on solving you will get theta as 60 degrees. We'll just look on to some problems. Find the discharge through a trapezoidal channel of width 8 meter and side slope of 1 horizontal to 3 vertical. The depth of flow of water is 2.4 meters and value of Cherenkov constant is 50. The slope of the bed of the channel is given as 1 in 4000. First, make sure you'll write proper diagram. The data given is trapezoidal channel section of width 8 meters. I have drawn here 8 meters. Side slope is 1 horizontal to 3 vertical. And depth of flow is 2.4 meters. The value of Cherenkov constant is 50, and bed slope. This bed slope is 1 in 4000. See here they have given 1 horizontal to 3 vertical, but there we have calculated 1 vertical to K horizontal. So make sure if this should be 1, then this will be 1 by 3. So this value will be 1 by 3 into 0.4, that is 0.8. This is 0.8. So area will be, first you should find out the top width. Do not make mistake in finding out the top width. If you have any doubts in calculating the side slope and the top width of the trapezoidal channel section, please approach me. I will help you out. Find out the area, wetted perimeter, hydraulic mean depth, and discharge. Once you identify which type of channel section and how to find out the area, then rest everything will be simple calculation. A trapezoidal earthen channel with a side slope of 1.1 carries a discharge of 11.5 cumex at a depth of 1.8 meters. The slope of water surface is 0.0004. If the flow is uniform, find the width of the channel taking C as 60. They have mentioned it as a trapezoidal channel section. This is the trapezoidal channel section of side slope 1:1. That means for 1 horizontal there is 1 vertical. Depth of flow is 1.8 meters. So if I consider this triangle, if this is 1.8 meters, this is also 1.8 meters because of side slope is given as 1.1. They have not mentioned you are supposed to find out the width of the flow. They have not given width of the flow. So top width will be 1.8 plus B plus 1.8. Area will be, this is B, this is 1.8. 1.8 into B plus two triangles area will be 3.24, that I have written. Wetted perimeter, this is 5 point, this together it is 5.1 plus b. You calculate one of the sloping side, then you will come to know wetted perimeter. Hydraulic mean depth is area divided by perimeter, that is 1.8 b plus 3.24 divided by b plus 5.1. The given discharge is 11.5 cumex. Using Cheggy's equation to find velocity, write the discharge equation. Q is equal to A into V, V is C into root mi. Hint is just start substituting this equation. Discharge is given 11.5, area is 1.8 b plus 3.24, C is 60, square root of m, this is A by P, into I is 0.0004. Once you write this equation, substitute here, square on both sides and simplify, you will get the width as 3.29 meters. Make a note of this problem. Calculate the dimension of most efficient trapezoidal channel which will carry 12 cumex of water when laid on a grade of 1 meter by 8 kilometer on earth. Side slope of section is 2:1 and n is equal to 0.023. Please write the neat sketch for this on trapezoidal channel section. They have mentioned about the most efficient, that is most economical trapezoidal channel section. Write down the condition given for most economical trapezoidal channel section and find out the dimension. They have given the discharge value. Calculate the dimension for the most economical trapezoidal channel section. If you have any doubts in this, please approach me and I will clarify all your doubts. Thank you.